I was born here, born and raised here in Toronto, and I went to school here in Toronto. I went to Forest Hill Collegiate, and then I finished up at Leaside High School. And then from there I went to York University, and then the University of Western Ontario. And I got degrees. I got a BA at York and a master's degree at Western. And then I went to lived in England for a year and went to the London School of Economics and Political Science. On my father's side, his family came to Toronto in the 1890s. And his origins are from Galicia. And on my mother's side, her family came to Toronto in and around 1919, 1920. And her roots were from a small town in Russia. After university, I worked for a member of parliament in his office. And after that, I worked for a member of the provincial parliament. And then I was started to write. I became involved in public relations and publicity, and also a writer and editor, and that's what I did for many years. I actually freelanced for the National Post up until very recently. I worked for a number of their different sections as a freelance writer, and then I also wrote in various magazines, such as 50 Plus magazine or Zoomer magazine, and then my articles, made it into different newsletters and in online websites. In 2006, I was elected in the municipal election to the position of school board trustee. So for 4 years, I served as the local trustee, working with the Russian community in creating a wide range of different programs, trying to make the educational system better for the Russian community, working with various parents whose sons or daughters needed extra help or extra support. And we worked with various members of the religious community, the Jewish community, to come into the schools to run their various programs at the schools, and we also have a proposal forward to create an alternative high school, which would be Russian in nature. I think there's a lot of things we can certainly do for the Russian community. We want to expand the programs at the Antibes Community Center. We want to add more programs and make sure there's more resources for kids and adults. Education is vital, so we need strong programs after school running in our various community centers. The arts is very important, so we need programs that nurture the arts and take our Russian talent and really bring them to the forefront. In music, we want to look at the opportunities in maybe starting up music clubs and a music band that's been talked about at Fisherville. On the other side, we have to help new Russians who are having trouble finding work. We have to work with them to create programs so they can find jobs, so they can improve their English, and so they can get connected. And that's why the Russian community has supported me, and I will continue to support the Russian community. We have to create more community space. If space is a problem, then we have to find more space. Right now, I'm working on a community center that will be at Bathurst and Finch, which would be a $9 million, 19,000 square foot community hub, community center. And that will be a major benefit for the Russian for the Russian community, for everybody. We've been having meetings over the last 2 days to find more space so that various groups can rent space and run their different programs. So these things don't happen overnight, but really, I was the only candidate who had ever held elected office who had been working so closely with the community. So I think that's that's very important. These are very important skills to have. I'm very excited. There's a lot to do, and anyone who's been disappointed in the past, we're going to try and do better. Anyone who we're not engaging enough, we're gonna reach out to. And my first event as a city councillor will be at the Antibes Community Centre on January the 25th to invite the community out so that we can talk about some of the important issues. We want to hear from various members of the community on what their concerns are, what's important to them, and how we can help. The city must do more for the Russian community. We must make sure that we as Russians have that power base so that we can help and we can play an important role. And my phone is always available, and I'm prepared to meet or talk at any time. And I think together as a community, we can really make a difference.